I do feel like I'm on an island by myself sometimes. I feel like I'm the last of a dying breed. And I know that that's not true because you guys surround me with love. You surround me with encouragement. You continue to say, Anton, keep going. By the end of last night, I was drained. I was absolutely broken. I was defeated. But it's not the first time. Often at times at the end of the conversations on different panels or when I'm having conversations with different people, whether it be on Fight Club or the people Let's Talk, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I'm broken. And the thing that we don't have a conversation about often at times is who's there for the strong friend? Because for all intents and purposes, the thing that you see from me is that I'm there for everybody else. I'm pouring into people. I'm investing in people. I travel back and forth. I do the Patreon meetups. I'm coaching. I'm mentoring. I'm investing in businesses. And we don't really pay attention to the person that's doing the majority of the work or the person that's the most visible. And you don't see what it takes out of me because I'm genuinely passionate about the things that I talk about. This is a platform that I get my thoughts out on. It's a platform that we have conversations on. It's a platform that we pour into each other on. But it's real life for me. This is not just the internet. This is not just YouTube. This is not just live streaming. This is not just talking into a camera. I really meet y'all in real life. You know, people like the Idaho Bag Chasers, like Yvette. A lot of y'all may not know Yvette, right? And Yvette, and I'm not gonna put her business out there. Um, she came out, for example, and I met her at several different meetups, but one of the meetups that I met her at was Vegas. And I didn't have the meetup in Vegas because I just wanted to party in Vegas. As a matter of fact, for y'all that know me and y'all that are familiar, that's a part of the Patreon, you know that I did the meetup in Vegas because that was the closest that she was able to come to for me to be able to go in and meet her husband because she was dealing with a health issue and she just wanted to tap in with me and she wanted me to pray for her. And then I went to the meetup in Vegas and then I spent the rest of the night, me and Rita, up until like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning with just her and her husband, and we was just sitting, bonding, kicking it, having a good time, and we just kicked it in Vegas. Some of y'all know that it's some people that hit me up in the Patreon and they said Anton. And some of y'all was there for the live stream and it was impromptu and they said Anton, we got a funeral going on right now and my father died and it's really draining on us and we don't have the finances and the resources. And I said, all right, come on. I didn't say let's do a rally. I didn't say let's do a GoFundMe. I just sent the bag. Some of y'all are familiar with the idea that the majority of the people in the black community is not necessarily doing great, but they just need one person to believe in them or invest in them and things like that. And that's what we do, right? You know that even though I fly back and forth into Miami and I can live anywhere that I want, I choose to live in an inner city and have my office in the inner city of Detroit. And then I also have my office across the street from the Health and Human Services building. It's a lot of people that tap in and say, yo, my lights is getting cut off. My rent is due. I'm having problems. And because I know their character and I consider them a part of family, I understand that things happen to people. And so that's what we do. And so when you're doing the work and you flying city to city and you're meeting people and people telling you your story, Anton, you saved my life. Or Anton, I didn't like you when I first met you. You often at times then become immersed in what it is that we build and what we doing. And it's more than just YouTube. It's more than just talking points on the internet. See, a lot of people jump in these boxes because they feel like these little square boxes and they feel like they trying to get on. And I get it. And that's cool. And I'm not tripping on it. And so they come in with their niche and they come in with their talking point and they come in with they moniker or whatever it is that they're trying to present to the world. And then they stand in front of me and I just block by block, block by block. And it takes a lot out of me, but block by block, I just continue to take them down, take them down, take them down, and take them down. And it's not that I'm the greatest orator or I'm the smartest person in the classroom because I'm genuinely a C student. I got God on my side. And what God did for me early in my life, and this is the honest to God truth, I put it on my father's grave, I put it on my daughter's life. Early in my life, as a grown man, before I started taking this journey, he said, Anton, I got a purpose for you and there's some things that you're going to do. But you're not going to be able to do it and then still have the energy to be able to thrive and survive the way that I need you to thrive and survive. So I'm going to surround you with some awesome people. And I'm going to put the bag chasers around you. He didn't say bag chasers, obviously, but he said, I'm going to surround you with a tribe. And at the forefront of that tribe is going to be the person that actually repairs you at night. And they're gonna make sure that your feet, they're gonna massage your feet, and they're gonna take care of you. And you can trust this person. And that person just so happened to be my wife. And so when I come home or when I lay down at night or when I get done from doing 18-hour days, even way back when I used to just be out in the field and my feet used to be hurting and everything like that, but I would be doing the volunteer work, and I spent over 2 years doing volunteer work at homelessness shelters, and that's what became my passion project. Every single Saturday, I would wake up in the morning and I would spend my entire weekend doing volunteer work at homelessness shelters in downtown Detroit, down at Cass Corridor, where I went to high school, by the way, because I went to Cass Tech University. I know the face of homelessness. I know what Black people are going through. I know what families are experiencing. And so when I talk, you mistake it for me feeling like I'm better than everybody else, but I'm talking based off of the idea that I understand the problems within the Black community and what we're facing, not even just the Black community, within our culture in general, but I also have seen the face of the demons and the devils and how they infiltrate what it is that we're doing and what we're building, and they break your family, they break whatever it is that you got going on, they break your children, they infiltrate through your spouse, through all of these demonic ways in which we continue to subject ourselves to the things that we listen to, the things that we take in, the things that we see, the people that we surround ourselves by. When I tell you to divest yourself from the things and the people that is around you that is not conducive for your life, and join the bag chasers, join the Patreon, come to the meetups, kick it with us, join the Discord, come on to the live streams and have a good conversation. Come and enjoy the entertainment. We gonna clown, we gonna fuss, we gonna be wrong. I'm a cuss, you gonna hold me accountable, I'm gonna hold you accountable, I'm gonna apologize, we gonna make some mistakes and all of this. I'm telling you to surround yourself with your tribe, because when we protect each other and when you're surrounding yourself with a group of people that's going in the direction that you're going in, you don't start falling victim to the devil and the demons and all of these demonic ways that then slowly but surely, minor and major, seep into what it is that we're doing, and then it infiltrates you. And the next thing you know, you subjecting yourself to polyamory, and another dude is fucking on your wife, and your kids is starting to wear rainbows every single time they come home, not because what the rainbow was really meant for. It was a covenant, and it was a sign between God and man that he would never flood the earth again after what happened in the Old Testament with Noah and his sons and his wives. It's not to represent that anymore. They've turned something that was supposed to be a symbol between God and man into a literal symbol of demonic power of how it is that we're going to destroy your family. We're going to destroy United States of America. We're going to destroy Black people. We're going to destroy the covenant between God and man, and all of these different things. And so when I stand up, and it may be 9, 10 of us on the panel, 8, whatever, and I'm the only one, I'm standing in truth. And not my truth. I'm standing in the truth. It's only one truth. It ain't your truth. It ain't his truth. It's the truth. And so when we stand in these things and I'm having these conversations on these panels, I get passionate about it because I see the face of the devil. I see it. And it's not in a person, it's a spirit, it's a principality that then affects what it is that we see happening. And sometimes it comes in beautiful packages. It comes in women that have pretty titties, and then you get mesmerized by them, and it's so easy for you to just hear the words and fall into their arms because they so pretty and they cute. And so now they can lead you down to a path of destruction simply because you're distracted and you don't really understand what it takes in order to really gird yourself up and be successful. But on the other end of the spectrum, it's absolutely draining. It's hard. It's a life that sometimes has no reward at the end of the tunnel for the person that's absolutely advocating for the best force, because you're not going to appreciate me until I'm gone. You won't love me until I'm gone. And it ain't even about me. That's the nature of people. They don't hold you down. They don't absolutely love you. They don't advocate for you. They don't truly believe in you until there's nothing of you left. And then it's, oh, let's give them a flowers. And I'm not saying this to advocate for myself. What I'm saying is, and hear me clearly on this point, because I don't even know what I'm going to say in the morning. I pray when I wake up. I brush my teeth. I meditate. I talk to God and I tell him, and this is the God's honest truth. I tell him, I say, God, put in me what you would want for the people to have. And how can I make myself more available for you as a vessel? Right? And I'm very, very steadfast. I'm very, very fervent in what it is that I believe. I don't bend. I don't fold. I don't move off of my message. I don't try to become more like the world so you can relate to me. I'm very much a matter of fact type of person when it comes to the things that I believe in and advocate for. I'm never going to change. I don't care who said it. I don't care what the threats are. It is what it is. My life is truly covered by something that's much greater than what you think you can do. And hear me clearly on this point right here, y'all. Because I know some people may not believe in God and some people may, and that doesn't even matter. I'm using that as the foundation for how it is that I'm communicating to you and giving you my why. This thing right here that I'm about to say to you is probably the most important thing that I'm going to say to you this morning. When good people stay silent in the face of the devil, you then allow for one of our little ones that we could have plucked out of the field, that we could have plucked out of the mire, that really want to be great and want to be better. You subject them to whatever it was that was coming to them in the first place. We don't do it for the 999. We do it for the one. We know that the overwhelming majority of people, and it's a sad thing to say, we know that the overwhelming majority of people are going to hell. It is the truth. It is the God's honest truth. I hate to break it to you. This is not a fire and brimstone. I am absolutely going to go into the show, but I'm just going to tell you the truth. Most people are going to hell. Most people are living in poverty. They will be broke. They will pretend to be in the middle class. Most people are going to suffer. Most people will never become successful. Most people will never make it to heaven. They will not see the fruits and all of the things. Every single person that was a part of the children of Israel that was freed as a result of what was happening over in Egypt, they never made it to the promised land. Even them. And we're not even talking about the people that wasn't God's people. We're talking about the people that were God's people because they were infiltrated and their hearts was not pure enough to be used. And they had to do away with everything that God thought that he had for them. They had to be made a lesson out of. Most people are not going to make it, but we are. We are. And we cannot be so selfish that we only look at it from the perspective of how it's going to affect us and keep ourselves insulated against the world. We are a living version of Wakanda. We're building it from the ground up. We build in a plane as we fly it. We got the vibranium. We have the foundation of what it takes in order to really, really save that one and save that two, because we're not going to save the world. I hate to break it to you, but it's already predestined for the world and the overwhelming majority of the inhabitants in it to go to hell. But the thing that we can do is continue to find the ones that don't deserve to be there and bring them into the fold. So when I talk on these panels, I'm not talking to the majority. I'm speaking to the minority. I'm speaking to the ones that's willing to go down a path that's uncomfortable in order to really get the truth and then enjoy all of the fruits that come along with greatness and righteousness. I'm not trying to be the thing for everybody. I'm trying to be the thing for you. And it's going to be people that hate you. It's going to be people that disagree with you. It's going to be people that want to take you down. You know why? Because they'd rather you suffer with them because they know they going to hell. They unwilling to change. Their heart is hardened. They cold. And they'd rather take you with them than allow for you to reach somebody else that's supposed to be on that journey with you. So we need you. I need your support. I need your love. I need you to stand up. I need you to be unwilling to continue to let people spit a narrative and spin a narrative that's not in the best interest of the ones that we actually trying to reach and save. It is what it is. This is a war. This is a real life living war. This is not something that we taken lightly. This is not just fun and games. It's not just the internet. This is real life. It's people every single day that is on the front lines. And I'm going to just tell you, the people that's doing negative, they ready. They ready. They've trained their whole life for this. They've been stealing, killing, destroying, and doing the things that's the worst for us since their inception. They were born to be monsters. They ready for you. And the ones that's ready for them, you know what we say? I don't want to show them. I'm going to let Anton stand on that hill by himself. No, I'm not. No, we not. It's your time. It's your time. Stop letting the inmates run the asylum, and let's start getting some order and control, and let's restore our communities and our culture back to the thing that we were supposed to be in the first place, and that's phenomenal and great. It's time. It's time. Y'all have had y'all run. The demons has been out here doing they do. They've been taking care of business and stealing souls and doing all of the things that's the worst for us and fucking up your money and fucking up your household and killing your kids and turning them into monsters and every single thing that you can think of, they've done it. They've trafficked, they've sold cocaine, and we've gotten to the point as a community where we don't even see anything wrong. It's better to hold me accountable for saying that you're wrong for selling drugs in the community, because then you're going to say, Anton, why are you being so judgmental? Than for us to hold accountable the people that's actually selling the drugs and poisoning the people in the community. You will sell dope. You will sell heroin. You will sell fentanyl to your mama. And they'd rather hold me accountable for calling them out on their BS than to fix the problem in the community. That's how you know that the devil is running amok. When the guy that did everything the right way is the one that you turn against, and the people that's the worst for the community is the one that you herald, because you'll put their face on a t-shirt and say, free right, rest in peace. And in the meantime, the ones that's trying to save your life, save your marriage, save your finances, save your children, you will turn your back against them and advocate with a pitchfork for them to be hung. That's the times in which we live in today. Think about it. Just think about it.